Hey kids, welcome back to another installment of Matty Rants. We're talking about Untucked for episode 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race. We need to go ahead and get on into it. Now, some of you were like, Matthew, why didn't you do the episode that was last week? Well, I did the episode last week because there was too much negativity placed on that Untucked. And for me, I was in a place where I didn't want to, put relish on that hot dog, if you get what I'm saying here. And I wasn't trying to add anything to that. I said, let's talk about it next week because I'm sure it's going to be brought up again. And sure enough, it fucking was within the first 5 minutes of this Untucked. So where do I start? Oh, with you. Thanks again for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing to my shit. I appreciate it. Y'all share this shit. Put it out there. You know where I'm trying to get. We're trying to take this past YouTube. I love you, YouTube. I'm keeping it. I'm trying to get you there. Y'all need to talk to corporate. We need to talk. We need to talk. Okay? But I also want to take this to television and go further and beyond with this. I'm a script writer, actor, model, for crying out loud. I do it all, baby. I'm one of those people that's like, I have every talent, but really talking and having this open platform is what I love to do. So I got to tell you, kids, we need to get into this episode. And I thank you again for your support. I'm like, let's get in the episode, go right back to this. But I want to thank you so much for your support. Those who come in the comment section and you keep it clean. Now, I will get on to something else later after I talk about Untucked because there's some fuckery that took place in my last video. And I'm going to also discuss that as well as something new that I'm going to be presenting tomorrow to you guys, okay? So, Untucked, where do we go from here? Shay and Sasha come to the back. Of course, they're the winner. I mean, that was the best one. Like, there was no question about it. Now, of course, Shay and Sasha have, like, this really good dynamic chemistry, okay? A lot of you think those guys were fucking often during the filming. No, they couldn't have. But grabbing each other's butts, yes, a little squeak, wink, whack, whack, some of that here, I'm sure of it. But I wanted to, it's like automatically, not even automatically, like they were talking about other shit too, which would have been more important, but then it gets to, so let's talk about Nina from last week. Okay, I said, oh, here we go. Now, to play on to last week's Untucked, they asked they asked Nina, what was going on. And she said, well, I feel like some people were talking about me, but it's okay. And they're like, well, who exactly are you talking about? They want to get someone's name. And then she points to Shay. And Shay's like, are you fucking serious? Like, bitch, I have been in your corner since day one. And I don't like you putting me in that position to be... I'm not a bitch. I'm not fucking talking behind your back about you. How dare you put me in that place and even put my name in this? You got me fucked up. That type of noise, okay? Now, y'all, we do not know what is seen. So for all the people out there that go, Nina was wrong for that. She was wrong for that. She was wrong for that. Now, I don't know if it's just paranoia. I can't claim that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not there with them 24/7. I do not know if Shay really did say something, or maybe they were talking about her, but it wasn't in a negative way, and Nina overheard her name. When you're listening too hard, you can always hear your name in conversations because you're looking for something negative or positive. But when you look for things, when you try to listen for it, you can hear it. But at the same time, shit could have been said. And that could have placed her in a negative mindset for what came about in Untucked. At the same time, before you all just start typing without listening to the full script here, because y'all like to do that, you need to stop, you need to watch the whole fucking video. They could have been talking about her. They could have been. She could have also been paranoid, and she could have made it all up in her head. Either way, lay off of Nina for that. I get where Nina's coming from, and Shay also elaborated on that this Untucked, because I myself have been in a place where I looked for stuff like that. I assumed everybody hated me. I assumed people talked about me and did all these nasty things about me. And pretty much most of the time, it was not true. Now, there were times when I've had some ugly rumors placed on me. Oh, I've had some ugly rumors placed on me. Nothing was true, of course, but it was the fact that people would go so far to put you in a place so down low and dirty to make you come off as not being a credible person, which Nina has experienced in the Atlanta drag scene, that she has told us, and that we have also seen receipts online from former drag contestants. Okay? So the whole thing with Shay and Nina, that was hard. Now, I will admit I was watching somebody's video and they had the audacity, not being of color, to then talk about black people need to be supporting each other. And it's like, yeah, we do, but you're not the one to tell us about it. Okay? This person was not black. And I was a little offended by them even opening their mouth to as if they know the struggle. Okay? I'm bright. I'm one of the lightest black people you will ever meet. Real. I'm not Rachel Dolezal, bitch. I don't need no bronzer to make this happen. I'm black. Both my parents are black. My mom's light skin. My dad's dark skin. All the kids came out dark light, dark light, dark light. Okay? I fell into the light section. Okay? So there's a certain, people don't assume too much of me because they think that I am of another race. So they sometimes will say things around me, not realizing that, baby, you're fucking insulting me. And I'm going to get to that also a little bit later from the last video. But with that being said, do not put somebody's race into this. Do not say, well, you got to be better because of you're being black. You got to be better because you're this and that. Don't, You're ruining the purpose of someone being just a person and not just what their skin tone is or their race, ethnicity, where they came from. You're forgetting them as a person, just an entity and a being on this earth, just trying to make it. Okay? Cut that shit very quickly. Now, to bring it in, Shay just feels like, come on now. I'm trying my best here. I've always was in her corner, giving her pep talks. This is a competition. I don't have to say these things. Very fucking true. And I always thought that to myself, like, they don't have to be this nice to Nina if they don't want to. But they're doing that. Now, it could come across as fake. It could come across as, bitch, I just want the camera time because Nina's feeling kind of bad. And I want to be that girl that look good. But why do all that? If that's fake and that was your MO, that's bad. And if that's what they were doing, but I don't think so, okay? I give it the benefit of the doubt because this season has seemed so nice to each other for the most part. They have. This season, I don't know if y'all agree. Let me know in the comments. Has this been like the least shady season of all the seasons? Like, real talk. Like, we had Bob and Derek and Naomi last season. But this one, I'm like, really, it's just been self-saboteurs all through the season, okay? But to get off of that, Shay just said, I got to separate myself from it because I felt myself going back to a dark place and I didn't want to go there. I feel you, bitch. When you feel toxic energy, you have to separate yourself. Now, that person how do I put this? That person isn't always just toxic. They just have toxic qualities. And sometimes those qualities can rub on you and make you feel that same emotion when you yourself had to battle that earlier. That I totally fucking understand. So, Shay, you giving yourself space, I totally understand, boo. I had to do that with a couple people in my life. It's empty, it didn't work, but how well. But I get where Shay was coming from. And to me, them discussing her without her being there is like talking behind her back, but it's more so about, hey, where do you stand with her? Because Sasha is always team everybody. And that's what I like about Sasha. So non-confrontational. The bitch can read because she got Trinity together. All the way together. Over the dress comment and her telling a joke. At the beginning, in the middle of the show, bitch was reading. But Sasha is still, from what I've seen, a very, very nice individual, okay? I love hearing Sasha speak too. I don't know about you guys, but she's so calm. It calms me down. Like, the show gets crazy and then all of a sudden Sasha's like, well, everything that I understand and know is so phenomenal and I love the queens and they're so talented and everything about them is just really great. I love it. I love that bald-headed queen, okay? Now the queens come in after, being talked about and you did good, you did okay. Y'all were horrible. Bring them to the back. It's like Matthew's about to get in on Alexis. I am, but at the same time, again, I don't want to come off as a hater to Alexis Michelle. Alexis, day one of the show, I was like, beat, all right, go ahead with the purple. Come on, sis, push on through. But as the show has progressed, Miss Thing, you have made me just really fall away from my liking of you, okay? I'm sure outside the show you are fucking great. I'm sure of it. I hope so. Ooh, cross my fingers. But on this show, it is, your favorite words are however and but. And not B-U-T-T by any means. B-U-T, comma, let me tell you about how I really feel. Girl. Latrice said it the best. 5 G's. Even to some of the negativity that Nina Benita Brown places here, it could be, good God, girl, get a grip. Okay? Really pull it back together. But I'm using this for Alexis right now because Miss Thing, you tried to get these girls together on the runway. You were not just trying to save yourself. Carson even gave you the producer credit, Miss Thing, making it seem like you did more work than them. Then you had the nerve to say, I felt like, my voice wasn't heard and I wanted to do Then you had the nerve to go, well, I did feel, but however, there was a little me. We saw that. We saw Peppermint's face go from sour candy right back to Peppermint again. Because Miss Thing was a good old... Peppermint, bitch. Peppermint, you were giving Jawbreaker. Because I was like, damn, Peppermint's face. I was ready for her to read the shit out of Alexis Michelle in the back, and she didn't do it. And that's because Peppermint is a class act. Thank you, Peppermint, for being that. But Miss Thing, if there was a time for you to read that bitch, bring her back. Miss Peppermint, if there was a time for you to read your New York sis, that was the fucking time. That would have been perfect. Now, it could have looked bad, and I understand, you guys. We don't need all that drama all the time. But when I say that would have been the moment, because you tried both Peppermint and Trinity. And as usual, Peppermint and Trinity give you perfect responses. Everything is thought out. Nothing is malicious. It is all, this is just me giving you my opinion. Alexis, when you do that same thing, it's not coming off from a helpful perspective. It's coming off from you could have helped me but look better. I should have been better. You guys didn't make me look as good as I feel that I looked. Let's rewind back to another Untucked where you blame girls for your own fucking outfit. You did the same thing on the fucking main stage with Michelle and Carson and Rue with the whole, I could have, well, they didn't let me, and Stop. I want to love you. I really, really do. I want to love you. But Miss Thing, you got pissed at the girls reading you for your body. Then you come out in a body sock with a fucking corset and you seem pretty fucking confident. So what's the tea? Are you mad or not? I don't understand. And like Rue said, how are you going to dish it and not be able to take it? Help me here. So again, I'm going to get off of Alexis because she looks like a babbling idiot sometimes when she's speaking. It gets on my fucking nerves. And again, Peppermint, thanks for being a class act. And Trinity for always interjecting at the right fucking time. Now, after all that was done, and we have Nina and Valentina, and they both know they didn't do too well and everything, I gotta say, I really appreciated this chemistry being shown for a second time. Last week, they were in Untucked together, and it was really cute seeing Grandma and La Cienega talk together and just have a good old little time and just, kiki. This time, you could see Valentina was defeated. You could see it. It was very apparent, and I felt so bad for her. Like, y'all, me and Jamar we went in on the whole lip sync debacle. But both me and him watched Untucked last night. We had a little connection. Thank you, Eric. That's my Twitter. I love him from Twitter. He's great. We got to see it last night. And I honestly wish that they would put Untucked after the show because it would really give a lot more clarity to a lot of these people who just saw the episode and don't know what happened backstage and what conversation took place prior to them coming out to lip syncing. Valentina was proud of what she looked like and she was happy with what she presented, but was disappointed that it didn't work out and had never been in that position before. And it showed that lack of experience towards having that negative feedback or better than that, doing your best and it not being shown or not being received as well. And Nina has had that already happen many of times in her life. And as you know, I'm not saying that Nina's like a failure. She's not a failure at all. Nina Benita Brown is fucking brilliant. Okay. Let that be put on the record. And these girls out here reading her for no reason. Stop. She is brilliant. The girl knows how to do her makeup. She does give you clean silhouettes when she has the time to do so. But when she has the time to do so, they have time constraints. So this may not just be perfect competition for her because of that, but still don't deny that mug last night. Do not deny it. But Nina was really there for Valentina. And I love them just talking and then sharing the headset for them to listen to the music. Now, I will say this, kids, because we did wonder, why didn't she know the words? Because girl didn't know the words. She doesn't know the song. She even said it. And they had to, and why, this is where I was thrown off by this. While it was a cute moment of them sitting down together, also to Trinity coming over to Nina and saying, girl, you're brilliant. Like, as if this may be your last night, you're still brilliant. Before you leave, you need to know how amazing you are. That's the kind of person I am. Before anybody walks away, wait, before you leave, let's talk. Because the last thing I wanted to have said to you is I love you. I hope you're going to do okay in anything you do in life. And I'm going to tell them something about themselves that's fucking brilliant, okay? That they know they're talented in, that they can excel in and keep going forward. Trinity, class act. Valentina, baby, I really wish you had got your own headset and had both your ears plugged in. For me, I need to hear the song in both I don't need to hear nothing. I need to hear nothing but the music so I can really get into what I'm trying to do. If I were to lip sync, I don't do drag, for those who are wondering, but if I were to, that's what I would do, okay? Now, it was still cute seeing them hold the headset, the earbuds, and them listening to it together. Like, that's love. That's good stuff. And I'm not getting choked up about it because I thought, this is so fucking sweet. It's beautiful. It was really nice. And y'all, Nina didn't hate Valentina. Valentina didn't hate Nina. So why are you going on someone's page and being so nasty to the other individual? She didn't send her home. Valentina sent herself home. She was not prepared for that lip sync. She was defeated. Okay? Sis got out there and it was too much. It was too much. She was not ready. She said, I'm going to keep this mask on and try my best. But she could have boom, kicked, bowed, and done all that. Now, she may not be the best dancer. But I know for damn sure she can kickball change and she can cha-cha the fuck out of stuff. I know she can, okay? So I just wish there was more given or something like that. But the whole debacle of mask gate, please remove your mask. I like to keep it on, please. That is what killed her, in my opinion. Once RuPaul had to reiterate what she was saying, it was like, no, this is not going to work. It's not going to work. And she's going to go home. And then the whole this and that just sucked. It really did suck. But Valentina leaving was like a telenovela. Telenovela. There we go. Oh, my God. Don't come for me, okay? All right? Telenovela. Down. The music was perfect. Everything she said was beautiful and very humble and soft. And I know this is not going to dim my light. Remind yourself that. Remind yourself. Even when you fail, that's not going to stop you from being successful. Please don't let that be the case. I do these videos every day in hopes that someone's going to see this and say, Matthew, let's put you somewhere. Let's get you taken care of. I network when I can. Like, if I see someone I know, hey, I do this, and the other. Here's a headshot of me. Work with me. I'm pushing myself every fucking day because I want this so bad. And that's why I can feel where Valentina was coming from and where my sadness was held for her as she was packing up. Nina and Peppermint left her notes, really good notes. And Valentina left still with a smile on her face. That is the most important part of all of this. She left with a smile on her face knowing that this is not the last of her. Miss Thing will be on All Stars 3. I'm calling it. Miss Thing will be on All Stars 3. Whew, that is going to be one hell of an All Stars, let me tell you. Because if they put Trinity on there, they put Chi Chi on there, they put Valentina on there, they put Trixie on there, it would be fucking amazing. So that was Untucked, everybody. Tell me what you thought of Untucked tonight. And, tonight. What did you think of Untucked today? And you can also include what you felt about last week's Untucked as well, because really I didn't want to go over it, but today I kind of skimmed over the little mess that happened with Nina and Shay. But we're going to get on one last thing here. And again, thanks for sticking around. This was not a good old 55 fucking minute video like the last video I did, because me and Jamari 4 went all the way in on the episode. I want to give first thanks to those who love the format of me and Jamar doing our crossover episodes. We both have our own YouTube channels, but we live in the same city, and we all felt like, well, come on now. We both have some of the same opinions. We also have disagreements, but we have good chemistry working together as far as this is concerned. So we're going to do shit together, and we're going to continue doing it until the end of the season, all right? Now, Untucked is mine, but we have the episode together. Now, I'm going to say that thank you also for the positive stuff that you say, but today, and I posted this on my Twitter, so the link is down there. If you want to go to my page, I have the screenshot. I don't let bullshit fly. I block your ass when you get really nasty and you get really off topic with what the fuck is going on with the video and you decide to get racist. Somebody today decided to tell Jamar that he looked like Predator. Not even a good read, but then told him that he should have called him the N-word. This individual did not know I was black, which really threw me off a bit. Again, y'all, I know I'm pale boots, but come on now. They said they should call him the N-word and then told him to go Clorox his skin. Like he needs to bleach his skin. I don't tolerate racism at all. The individual who said this was Hispanic on top of that, and that also made me go, you know, sis, you're a minority too. What's going on? And you will see in the screenshot where I said, what is the issue? You're subscribing to my channel to hate? Come on. Now, I'm all for opinions and I'm all for disagreeing. And Matthew, I don't like how you do this and that and the other. I respect that. But I don't respect it when you start to get personal and you start to get vile and racist and homophobic and just something completely disgusting. We are all human beings. We all have emotions and we all have souls, regardless of what you think. I don't know who you sold yours to, but mine is still intact, baby, okay? We have to be so much better as a group of individuals, regardless of your race, creed, where you came from, neighborhood, whatever. We have to be so much better. Do you not see what is going on in the world? Are you not aware of what's going around you? You going to someone's page and being disgusting is so uncalled for. That energy can be put into you. You could be focusing on you to be a better you, to be successful, to where you don't have to worry about anything. If they know that where they're at is where they want to be, all right then. You let them be. Let them be because they're happy. Don't ever take someone's happiness away because you're not happy your damn self. You keep that shit to somebody else. And that brings me to my last point. Tomorrow, I will be doing a new installment, and it's called the Matty Rant Diaries. And what is the Matty Rant Diaries? Well, the Matty Rants Diaries is basically going to be me giving you a personal part of myself every Sunday, okay? Every Sunday, I'm going to be talking about something that happened to me, something that's going on in my life right now that could relate to you and what you're going through and everything else. And I want you all to come in on the comments and talk about it. It's going to be a discussion. We could be talking about sexuality. We could be talking about sexual preferences. We could be talking about, relationships, home life, friendships, how your friends are with you, your besties, or people that you're around. We could talk about depression. We can talk about a lot of things. But that's what that platform is going to be for. So please tune in and subscribe because tomorrow I'm going to be having a great episode for you. I promise. I know some of y'all don't go to church, honey, but I'm going to take you there. And I'm not going to preach to you because everybody has their own beliefs. And I don't believe in just telling everybody what they should believe in, but I'm definitely going to bring things up that you may be going through that you want to talk about. Also, like I said this before, because some of you have been in my Instagram inbox, and I love you for it. You know who I'm talking to you. We had that conversation. You have all my love. If you need to talk to me because you don't feel like anybody wants to speak to you or deal with you, and you need to get something off your chest, let me know. Let me know. I'm here. That is the kind of person I am. I'm going to talk to you regardless. Now, you come with some bullshit, to the left. But if it's Matthew, hey, how's it going? I love your show, da 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 da. Or just, hey, Matthew, I have to talk. I don't know who to talk to. Can I speak to somebody? Speak to me. Now, I may not want to get on the phone with you. We could have that depending on where the relationship goes, because I don't need no crazies screenshotting me and doing all this extra stuff. But I'm here. That is the kind of person I am. And that's what I'm trying to present to the world. I'm your friend. My name is Matty Rants, and my mouth is here to stay. I'm the friend you can talk to, the one that's going to tell you the truth, set you straight, and still give you all the love that you need from a friend. That is who I am. So please subscribe, like, and share my shit. And thanks again for tuning in to Matty Rants. I'll see y'all kids tomorrow.